Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing just fine. It's been 12 years since we last met. I was 48 years old then and thought I was becoming an old man. 12 years later, and I recognised that I was still in my prime. I've just turned 60 and still feel 20, but my body is starting to let me know my real age. I'm still working as an electrician. It's what I'm good at, but I'm not as flexible as I used to be. And after a hard day at work, I tend to ache for most of the evening. The odd whiskey helps. Mary and I have lived the simple life. Work, telly and sleep. We try to go out for a meal most weekends, but that's about it. There's a holiday once a year. I like the cruise ships and travelling around the Caribbean. I love that. Only young Danny's at home now. The twins left 12 years ago, and they are both flying in the army. They make me very proud, and my Ian is a much better soldier than I ever was. Carol's gone to university, and we try to help her because it's so costly, but we can't give her as much as we would like to, as Mary and I have both got to work just to make ends meet. Danny's still at home, and he's looking at following me into a trade. And that's what he's good at. I don't really mind what the children do as long as they're happy.
Wow, the big 6-0. Where did that come from? I'm getting old, and the arthritis I've been developing in my hands is letting me know it. It can be so painful. I'm still working as a nurse. I'll always be a nurse, but the way it's going, it will be the staff coming in on the Zimmer frames. We do have to work hard, but I've never complained of that, and I'm not going to start now. My life is still built around the children, and now our grandchildren, now that Ian has 3 of his own. They are wonderful, although we don't see them much. His wife, Sherry's family, live in London, and with Ian being based in Colchester means that we rarely see them. Derek and I try to travel, but our jobs make it difficult. But I love Skype and talking to them on the computer. Just Danny left at home now, and it will be strange when they've all flown the nest. So I think it will be soon just me and Derek, who is always there for me, although he seems to be getting quite forgetful these days.
My dream of joining the army has not let me down. Not one lot. I'm 30 years of age and a sergeant in the parachute regiment. I can honestly say that I love my job. I'm getting paid to undertake my hobby of keeping fit, including time off to play football. You take out what you put in the paras. It wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea, but it's manna to me. And what a 12 years. I enjoyed my first years with the Mercian Regiment, the basic training and being a Tom. Saw a fair few guys fall off the treadmill during this time. Some were broken in basic training and had to leave early due to injury. They were totally gutted. Some just weren't up to it, and if I'm honest, I'm not sure why they joined. I think they saw it as a way out of civvy life that presented few other options, but they just weren't up to it. I wish them well, but I've grown as a soldier and a man. I met Sherry when I was 21 and she was 18. We married 12 months later, and then 1 year after that, we had our own twins, 2 boys, Mike and Tony, great lads. And they now have a little sister, just aged 2, little Alice. We're very close, but it's hard for Sherry as I'm away so much with moving around so much on a 2-yearly posting cycle. It's hard for her to get a job. She worries about the children. The twins have already been to 4 different schools, so she wants to settle down. We can't afford down south, so looking at Chester, at least my folks will be thrilled.
I'm now Captain Kate Johnson, from the QAR ANC, the Queen Alexandra's Royal Army Nursing Corps. I love my job. After completing my nurse training in Birmingham, I was awarded the rank of corporal and set about making a success of my career. After 3 years, I applied to undertake specialist training in ED. I love accident and emergency nursing, and the need to keep focused has helped develop my scope of practice. 2 things about the Army is that you received excellent training and good money, Leaving uni without any debt means that I was able to buy a small house near mum and dad, which I let out, and gives me extra cash. 3 years ago, I applied to become a commissioned officer and was successful, so I'm now an officer. I can't believe it.